Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Turkish Spotlight Secrets. Tonight, I have a sensational story to share, a moment that has set social media ablaze, sparked endless speculation, and reminded us why we love following the real-life dramas unfolding behind the scenes of our favorite stars. The spotlight this time falls on rising Turkish actress Yağmur Yüksel, who, in a dazzling burst of energy and tradition, transformed a private celebration into one of the month's most unforgettable viral sensations. Join me as we unpack every detail, from the prestigious Istanbul venue and the breathtaking Halay performance to the identity of the mysterious dance partner, the swirling rumors about her relationship with Barış, and what comes next for this fearless star. If you enjoy insider stories like this, please take a moment to hit the like button. Subscribe to Turkish Spotlight Secrets and click the join button below to support the channel and gain access to exclusive behind-the-scenes content. All right, let's dive right in. A night to remember, setting the stage. It all began on the evening of April 17th, when Yağmur Yüksel attended an invitation-only celebration organized by one of Turkey's leading production companies. The event marked the wrap-up of a highly successful television series rumored to be one of the year's biggest ratings hits and brought together a glittering array of actors, directors, and industry insiders. The venue itself was steeped in Ottoman charm, expansive stone courtyards lined with flickering lanterns, tapestries in jewel-tone reds and golds draping the walls, and low-cushioned seating arranged around a central dance floor under the soft glow of brass chandeliers. In every corner, guests sipped pomegranate spritzers and sampled mezzas, while live musicians tuned their saz and clarinet in anticipation of the night's festivities. Yet, amid the laughter and applause, it was Yağmur who stole the spotlight. Dressed in a two-piece ensemble of emerald green silk and burnished gold embroidery that caught the light with every subtle movement, she looked every bit the star, as the evening's host took to the microphone and encouraged guests to celebrate with song and dance. Yağmur rose from her seat and made her way to the open floor, unaware, perhaps, that she was about to spark one of the most talked-about moments of the season. The power of tradition, a Halay with heart. Rather than opting for the usual pop tunes or a simple waltz, Yağmur surprised everyone by leading a Halay, Turkey's emblematic folk dance, characterized by linked arms, rhythmic footwork, and a powerful sense of collective energy. Halay is more than just a dance. It's a living testament to community, heritage, and shared history. Musicians played the traditional four-beat tempo on davul and zurna, and one by one, guests joined the circle, their movements guided by Yağmur's confident steps. But it was when Yağmur invited a tall, dark-haired man whose identity did not reveal to join her at the head of the circle that the evening took on an electric charge. Together, they moved in perfect sync, arms intertwined, hips rolling to the beat, and feet stamping in crisp succession. At one point, the pair locked eyes and shared a knowing smile. In another, they laughed freely, their heads thrown back in genuine delight. The chemistry between them was undeniable. It felt less like a rehearsed performance and more like an improvised celebration, a private conversation spoken through the language of dance. Viral sensation. From private party to public frenzy. Within minutes, someone in the crowd had lifted a smartphone and begun recording. Moments later, snippets of Yağmur's Halay circulated on Instagram stories and TikTok. And by the early hours of the next morning, the videos had racked up hundreds of thousands of views. Twitter users posted GIFs of her radiant expressions, and hashtags like #YağmurHalay and #MysteriousDancePartner trended nationally. Entertainment news sites quickly followed, sharing still frames that captured the pair's playful footwork and the intimate hand-holding gestures that fueled rumors of a budding romance. Comment sections overflowed with speculation. Who was the man dancing beside her? Why had he not been named or introduced? Could this be the start of a new love story for Yağmur, whose relationship with actor Barış has been under close scrutiny for months? Social media sleuths compared the dancer's silhouette and profile to known figures in the industry, suggesting everyone from emerging theater actors to prominent producers as possible matches. Not Barry's Bactas, a definitive distinction. Almost as soon as the videos began circulating, one important detail emerged. It was not Barış Bactas. A screenshot shared by a fan account showed Barış standing to the side of the party in a separate clip, chatting with colleagues but never joining the dance. This contrast of Yağmur dancing freely with a cloaked stranger while her former partner stayed on the sidelines only fueled the narrative that she is ready to move on. Rumors of tension between Yağmur and Barış have floated for months. Media outlets reported disagreements over scheduling conflicts, envy sparked by each other's successes, and even leaked quotes from friends saying that Barış struggled with Yağmur's growing international profile. Now, the sight of her in full confidence and joy-smiling, dancing, open to new connections, seemed a clear statement. A chapter has closed and a new one is beginning. Theories and speculation. Who is the mystery man? With Barış off the dance floor, fans and journalists turn their attention to identifying Yağmur's partner, the emerging theater actor. Some sources claim the man could be a rising star from Istanbul's independent theater scene. It's an intense performer who recently earned accolades for a one-man show. The entertainment industry businessman. Others suggest he might be a behind-the-scenes producer or investor, a key figure in several upcoming series who has been quietly meeting with Yağmur's agency. The longtime friend? A third theory holds that the dancer is simply a close friend, someone who grew up in the same small town as Yağmur and now lives in Istanbul, and that their Halay was an affectionate nod to shared roots rather than romantic sparks. Without an official statement from Yağmur or her team, each theory gained traction in turn, keeping the conversation alive and changing with every new social media post or rumor report. Public reaction, emotion, and nostalgia. As expected, reactions were mixed. On one hand, many praised Yağmur's display of cultural pride and praised her for embracing tradition with such joy. Comments included, "She's a queen of art and heritage. Love this Halay moment. Her energy is contagious. A real reminder of why we rooted for her." On the other hand, devoted fans of Yağmur and Barış expressed nostalgia and hope. "I know they had their issues, but I still believe in #Yağmur Barış together. Maybe this isn't the end for them. She's just rediscovering herself right now." Journalists noted that the #Yağmur Yüksel trended higher than even the final episode of the series being celebrated, underscoring her power to capture public attention in any context. A career on the rise. What's next for Yağmur Yüksel? Professionally, Yağmur is entering one of the most exciting phases of her career. She recently signed on as the lead in a high-budget drama series set to begin filming this summer. And she's been invited to serve as a cultural ambassador at multiple international film festivals. In interviews, she's spoken passionately about portraying strong, nuanced characters and using her platform to highlight Turkish culture on the global stage. Personally, however, the party dance suggests she's equally invested in nurturing her own happiness and emotional freedom. In a recent magazine profile, Yağmur confided, "I've learned that true fulfillment comes from within. You can shine alone. You can dance alone, and you are still whole." That philosophy seems on full display under Istanbul's lantern light as she whirled through the steps of the Halay dependent, empowered and open to whatever comes next. The power of strategic silence. After the videos went viral, both Yağmur and her agency opted for strategic silence. No official press release, no behind-the-scenes Instagram caption, only a single, understated story post from Yağmur, showing her dancing shoes mid-step with the caption "Tradition in Motion." This refusal to clarify the mystery leaves fans guessing, sustains the buzz around her name, and reinforces her control over her personal narrative. This approach is common among savvy public figures. Share enough to intrigue, but never so much as to satisfy every rumor. The result? An extended conversation that keeps Yağmur at the top of headlines for days, exactly where she and her team intend to be. Conclusion: authenticity, art, and new beginnings. In a single night under Ottoman lanterns and to the beat of ancestral drums, Yağmur Yüksel delivered more than a dance performance. She offered a message that art can be an expression of personal evolution, that tradition and modernity can coexist, and that moving on from the past is an act of self-care and courage. As speculation about the mysterious partner continues, one thing is clear: Yağmur is writing a new chapter, one defined by energy and the joy of living authentically. Whether she's dancing a Halay, starring in her next series, or simply walking down the street, she reminds us that life goes on with or without old flames. And as her fans and the world watch closely, we can only anticipate her next bold, beautiful move. Thank you so much for watching this deep dive on Turkish Spotlight Secrets. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more exclusive updates on your favorite stars, and click join to support the channel and unlock members-only live streams. Let me know in the comments below, who do you think was dancing with Yağmur, and what do you hope to see from her next? Until next time, take care and keep the spotlight shining.